Hello guys, peace of the Lord with everyone. Now I want to talk about abrogation in the Quran. By the way, abrogation is a huge topic. I need to make like 2,000 videos about. But this is just an example, just to give you an idea as a start, what abrogation in Islam is. Islam is the God of Islam is a God he's drunk. He says something and he changes his mind after 5 minutes even. And he promised people things, but he never do his promise. Why? Because he's a liar. And this is my proof. The God of Islam, he is asking Muslims, the God of Islam is very, Islam is peace, right? And Allah is peaceful God. This is why he's saying, "O Prophet, rouse the believers to fight." Man, he don't want them to be peaceful. He want them to go and kill. Go and attack them. Okay. If there is 20 amongst you, patient and preserving, they will vanquish 200. Be careful in here. 20, they will kill 200. You see how Allah is encouraging them? He is using extreme promises. You know what? Don't hesitate. Just go and kill them. 20 of you will kill 200. Okay. Well, and if 100 from you Muslims, they will vanquish thousands of the unbelievers. Those people who don't understand, the unbelievers, they are stupid. So go and kill them. 20 of you will kill, and they will fight, and they will win, and they will make victory against 200. You see it? And 100 of you, they will win against 1,000, which means 1 to 10. 1 man to 10 men, he will have the victory. Now, listen carefully. What happened? Those guys, they went to the fight and they got beaten. Their ass kicked out. They lost. Even if a Muslim will say to me, no, they did not lose. But Allah, he enlightened their task. You know what? Even, let me show you. If God, he say to me, 1, not 100, 1 will win against 1,000, that's it. God, he do not change his word. 1 of you will win against 10, that's it. God is not a kid who keep changing his word every 5 seconds. If he say 1 against 10 he will win, that's it. 1 against 10 will win always. I have a weakness, I don't have a weakness, no. Why? Because Allah supposedly he knew my weakness. Now look what happened in the second verse. The same day Allah he sent another verse. Why? Because Muslims, they went to war, they came back, they lost. They are crying, "Prophet, you told us we will win. You told us 100 can fight 1,000. What happened? Allah, where is Allah?" So he told them right away to cover his ass. He said, "For the present." For the present. Be careful guys. For the present. Now. Up to date. Allah had enlightened your task. For he knew that there is a weak spot in you. Guys, when Allah he gave them this order, the first one, about 100 will fight 1,000. He don't know that they have a weak spot. So Allah is correcting his order. Is the new spot is something new? Is the weakness is new? No, because you will see in here, he's saying exactly the same. Patient, 100 of you with patient and the preserving, they will vanquish 200. There, 20 of you with patient and preserving, they will vanquish 200. So both verses, they are asking for patient and preserving. So what the difference? Where is the weakness spot? So this is mean Allah he found out that weakness spot is exist in them later. He don't know about it. So this is why he is enlightening their task. Because if he knew, he will give the order, the second verse, not the first verse. Because the first verse doesn't work. And there is no need to it. You know what I mean? Because it's wrong. Because those people, they cannot make it. So why Allah he give it and later he changed his mind? because Muhammad, he is making up surahs and making up verses. He just want to encourage those stupid Bedouin to go and fight for him and die for him, and whatever happened to him, who give a damn even. This is why when they came, they told him, you know what, you promised us, your God Allah promised us, but this is not true. Your God Allah is a liar. So he have to cover his ass by making this verse. And this is called abrogation. Allah, he keep changing his mind every few moments. And by the way, one verse in the Quran abrogated hundreds of verses in the Quran. Like, Muslims, you might see Muslims saying to you about Surah Al-Kafirun, like the one that says, no compulsion in Islam, you have your religion, I have mine. We hear always Muslims repeating this verse, the surah from the Quran. This is Al-Kafirun surah. This one is abrogated by verse, Surah 9, verse 29. That verse alone abrogated more than 120 verse. Imagine. 120 verse abrogated just by one verse in the Quran. This is what it's called abrogation. So when you see Muslims reading for you a verse from the Quran, it sounds nice, remember that there is abrogation. All the verses about being nice to Christians, being nice to Jew, being nice to anyone, this is when Muhammad, he was weak, he don't have army, he was trying to lie to them. Like the Muslims now in America or in the West, they show you the soft skin, because they cannot bite you right now. But one day, if they get the teeth to bite you, as they did in Cyprus, as they did in Bosnia, as they did in Lebanon, as they did in Chechnya, wherever they go, they will show you their teeth. So, Muhammad, he was weak. He is not the controller. He is not the governor. He is not the one who have army and swords. So in the beginning, he was trying to look like a nice guy. You know what? You have your religion, I have mine. Okay? Fine. So he is not enforcing people, but after he got army, you know what? Go and fight them and kill them wherever you find them. So what happened to the verse that says you have your religion, I have mine? What happened to the one that says no compulsion, no enforcement in Islam? Oh, that one, when he was weak, he don't need it anymore. This is called abrogation. Abrogation. So abrogation in the Quran, Muhammad, he used it to cover his lies. Always. The purpose of abrogation is to cover his lies. Secondly, to fix his mistakes in orders he gave, as he claimed that they are coming from God, as this one. Promises of lies. 20 of you will win against 200. And you will see the difference between 20 will fight 200 and 100 will fight 200. Do you know what is the difference? It's a huge. So I gave you an idea about abrogation. I hope you learned about that. We will show you a lot of verses abrogated in Islam. So always don't trust Muslims showing to you verses from the Quran about, some verses they look nice, we need to make difference. There's Quran came to Muhammad in Medina and Quran came to Muhammad in Mecca. When Muhammad, he was weak in Mecca, he is under the control of the non-believers, he have to be nice to them. So he did not mention one word about killing them, torturing them, insulting them. No, he was acting like a chicken until he got his army. So always remember that. So when he started having his own men to fight for him and to kill for him, and he got to have his own soldiers, then we saw the real face of Muhammad. The one is nice is not there anymore. Forget about all days. I am the one who is, his hand is upper than you. This is why in the Quran says, so this is why he said in his Surah 47 verse number 35, don't ever cry for peace and don't hate, don't stop with your hate for peace as long you are the uppermost. So you have to hate peace. Don't ever cry for peace as long you are what? You are the uppermost. I think this will give you an idea. So a Muslim man, Muhammad, if he is not the uppermost, then he will cry for peace. He will say, I am a peaceful man, I don't want a war, we are peaceful, Islam is peace. But if he is the uppermost, he will say to you, now what? Death is coming. We want to kill you. We want to torture you. Either you convert to Islam or you are dead. So if you are the uppermost, don't ever love peace or cry for peace. You cry for peace temporary if you are not the uppermost until you get ready. Peace of the Lord with everyone. As you see, Islam is a religion of hate. Hate peace, hate love, hate everything is good in our life. It's satanic religion, as you see. God bless you. Jesus is Lord. Amen.